Continuing with our cannon parts, let's create the complex cylindric piece of our cannon. So I recommend paying attention to the details ahead. Starting with the tab New Part, we're selecting the initial plan. I'm selecting the plan YZ as we're drawing our geometry from the lateral side. Now we'll start with the length, so it's easier to visualize our piece's whole measurement. With the Multiple Lines tool, we're creating our first line with a length of 168.5. Then we're following with our geometry from back to front, or upwards, remembering that all the diameter quotes must be divided by 2. Now, on this part of the geometry, we're inserting the first angle. Let's remember that it must be divided by 2 as well, and then we're finishing the rest of the geometry. By clicking on Finish, Enter, make sure that every quote is correct. If any of them is not, you can change it by holding Control and selecting the quote with the mouse's left button. Now let's finish the sketch. We're creating our object in 3D by doing the Revolve operation. Select the rotation axis and the geometry respectively. When it's ready, we're selecting Plan YZ again, and we're cutting our piece visually by selecting Create Sketch section. Then we're using the Arc Circle tool and Habilitate Relative Point, which will have as an origin that corner of our geometry. As you can see, though it's a complex object, it's not as hard as it seems, right? Now that the circle is positioned, we're finishing our sketch. Using the Extrude tool, we're cutting the object, selecting Profile Face, and selecting Cut. As it's a transpassing hole, we're selecting the Enable Direction to option, which will allow us to cut it in both ways. Selecting Extrude Up, we're habilitating Face, Surface, and Plane. Select the face that will be our cut reference, and then do that procedure again, as we're using the same reference for both sides of our object. Now we're selecting the View option, so we can see what is being done. We click on Finish, and that operation is done. Okay, so now we're creating a hole by using the Hole tool. For doing so, we're selecting the drilling option as Simple and the depth conditions as V-type angle, which will be fulfilled with 118 degrees as standard. From there, we're inputting the correspondent measurements, with a diameter of 6.35 millimeters and a length of 15 millimeters. Click on OK, and let's select the face where that operation will happen. Next, select Center Point, which can be reached using the Center of Face option, present on OSNAP. With the drill done, we're doing the last operations of our cannon. First, click on Fillet and insert a radius of 8. Then we're inputting the measurement and visualize the operation, and then click on Finish. Select the Chamfer tool, clicking on the second option. Then we're adding a measure of 1 and angle of 45 degrees. Then just click on the bar where the chamfer will be created and apply the operation. As the visualization is active, we can verify the operation. If it's right, then just confirm it. Last but not least, we're selecting our object material. For doing so, we're selecting the Color and Material tool, choosing our material option as 6061 aluminum. And our main cannon part is done. Well guys, that's it for today. Remember to subscribe, click the notification bell to receive our alerts for our weekly training videos.